Yep. In progress. All right. And I'll let you take it away.
All right, y'all. So I am going to leave the chat up on the side. So if you have any questions as I go through, feel free to post them and I will get to them as I can. I sort of have like a squirrel brain, so I have to stay like on target. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Chasity Robinson and I am the Superstar Director for Shine Your Light group of teams. And I am just so honored that my BFF Dawn asked me to be on here with you guys. And honestly, when she asked me, I'm like, you want me to talk to your people? I don't really know if that's, don't take a picture with my eye. Like I was crying earlier today, but everything's fine. I was like, I don't really know if I have anything to share with you guys, but I love that she asked for me to talk to you guys about catalog sales and like how to keep it back to basics and stick with our catalog, because number one, this is something that I really haven't trained on in probably forever. And number two, it's something that I think is so vitally important, especially right now. Okay. I don't want you to talk to me in the chat, and that's really how I get energized. And I really want you guys to participate with me. If you can, talk to me in the chat if you have been overwhelmed by lots of LTOs and lots of new releases and lots of things that are popping up and coming out and getting release dates and finding the price and just all the things. Tell me if you've been overwhelmed, because if you are going to say that you've been overwhelmed, I want you to know that you are not alone, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, person, whatever you want to call yourself. I want you to know that you are not alone. Okay. And so someone said in the comments, pre-orders are a nightmare, but also yay. Amen, sister. They are great. They are awesome. But when Chasity started Scentsy in 2015, we didn't have that. We had none of this. The only new thing that we really had was Scent and Warmer of the Month. And I meant to bring this over here with me. Excuse me. And I pulled a muscle in my back because the devil is out to get me every time I try and start running again. The devil's like, oh, you're going to twist your ankle. And then yesterday I pulled a back muscle. So just pray for me. But we only had like the monthly specials or the harvest collection. And even when I joined, like we had the harvest and holiday, but we didn't even have the summer collection. So I want all of you guys to know that Scentsy has grown so very much since a lot of us that have been doing this forever and ever, admin, have joined. And we are so freaking grateful, so grateful. But I'm going to get my life together. But this right here, this is our bread and butter. This is the core of our business. And these catalogs, y'all, they last for 6 months. 6 months of this catalog. Okay. So you have 6 months to use this to your benefit. These things right now, they are available from now until the end of the catalog season. You don't have to worry about them selling out. May sometimes things go on a back order. Yes. But anything that's in this catalog is guaranteed for us. So that is guaranteed PRV, and that is guaranteed things that you need to sell and focus on. Okay. Like I said, they are the core of this business. And who got really, really excited when this catalog dropped, right? Tell me that you got really excited, right? How many of you guys feel like you need to share all of it the day that it releases, because there's just so much and you just have word vomit and you're just like, oh my God, I gotta share everything and all the things, right? I don't know if you're like me, but been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and then no one remembers, right? And that's okay. Like, it's okay to be super, super, super excited when a catalog drops like this and there's so many things that you want. Let me tell you something. If you have a customer that's like that, they need to be on your team, period. If you have a customer that gets excited and is like texting you, asking you when the new catalog's coming out because they're ready for fall, they're ready for new stuff, they need to be on your team. Or at least they need to be on your list of people to follow up with to be on your team. Because if they're waking up and thinking about Scentsy, hello, they need to be on your team. Okay. Or they need to, and if they refuse to join, they at least need to be a party host of yours. And I'm going to get into that here in a little bit, but don't let them just use that excitement for themselves. Those people that are not the consultant are your biggest asset in this business, because people, they have a circle that's around them, and I'm not going to, that more people that they know, like, and trust. So, all right, let me go back to my notes before I get way off topic. So Limited time offerings are the cherry on top. Like I said, this is the bread and butter. LTOs are the cherry on top. LTOs are not the way to build your business, period. They're not the way that you're going to build a sustainable and large business, because I don't like Scooby-Doo. There, I said it. I don't like Scooby-Doo, right? And there's some of you people that don't like Harry Potter. You're wrong, but there's some people that don't like Harry Potter, right? So Chasity has never seen a Star Wars movie in her life. It's okay. And it's okay. Like, it's okay that not every LTO is for you. I mean, it's okay. If you don't like Harry Potter, I really don't know what else to tell you. You're wrong. But okay, like, they are not the way to continually build your business. But LTOs are the most strategic way that you can grow your customer base. Growing your customer base and growing your business are two completely different things. Okay? Growing your customer base and growing your business are two completely different things. Now, I know that when you grow your customer base, yes, that can grow your business. However, I've had, for instance, your girl is not, I do love Disney. I grew up going to Disney. I love Disney. But when I saw the Disney castle, for instance, the 50th anniversary castle, I was like, it's whatever. I got 6 new customers from Disney castles, even though Chasity wasn't crazy about it. I've sold a whole lot of Star Wars stuff, even though Chastity's never even seen the movie. So it's very, very important that you are strategic with the LTOs that you market. Now, I also want you to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to not market every single LTO. You do not have to market every single LTO that comes out. And I'm telling you this because at the end of the day, most of the time, most of our LTOs are going to be 7 million Scentsy people just sharing flyers on their stories, right? And no one really wants to see a ton of flyers unless they are a hardcore Star Wars fan. I couldn't give a shit, sorry for cussing, about the Star Wars flyers. I could not care less. However, I know that I have some Star Wars fanatics. What I also know is that I taught a lot of kids who loved Star Wars, and I'm friends with their parents on Facebook and Instagram. So Chasity does market those things. But when it comes to, okay, this, for instance, Moana and Wally, I didn't market either one of those. Okay. I didn't market either one of those because, I mean, I did buy the little chicken thing, but it's just because if you follow me on social media, you know, I have a broken rooster that lives like 3 doors down from me. So like, I needed the rooster because it's just going to be like my office mascot. But I don't have anybody that, hey. But yeah, I have the broken, he's going to be a rooster, not a chicken, because I have a broken rooster that lives 4 doors down, and it's a whole situation. 2 a.m. you can hear him in my house, four houses down. But I didn't market that. And I want you to give yourself permission to not do that. And I want you to know that the reason why I'm giving you that permission is because if you're working your business, and this training is very much about working your business and being that Scentsy girl, being a Scentsy lifer. If you're working your business correctly and people know that you are the go-to Scentsy lady, I know this sounds like ratchet, but the people that post all the flyers are going to do that marketing for you. And your loyal people are going to come to you and be like, hey girl, I need that Hocus Pocus warmer. Because listen, Chasity Robinson has not posted a thing about Hocus Pocus. I have not posted not one single thing about the Hocus Pocus warmer. Am I going to buy the Hocus Pocus warmer? Yes, but I don't know when it releases. I'm really not sure about the price. And I may have posted, I take that back. I may have posted something about it at reunion when we were there forever and ever ago, but I have not been posting about Hocus Pocus because I don't have a clue about any of the information about it. So stop posting about shit that you don't know about. Focus on what you got right now, because let me tell you something. If somebody is a Hocus Pocus fanatic, they're not going to care if that Hocus Pocus warmer is $300. They're going to buy it because they're going to have it, period. Because That's just, if you are ride or die Harry Potter, you're going to pay $300 for that Harry Potter warmer when it comes out, period. Okay. Like that's what's going to happen. So like I said, and coming back to my notes, when I'm saying that you're marketing strategically, if you followed me on social media, I did make a post about the hocus pocus things that I found at Home Goods. Chasity said nothing about Scentsy and a hocus pocus warmer. Nope. But that was a strategic post. So now I have a list of people who like hocus pocus. So as soon as I know exactly the details about hocus pocus, Chasity can go talk about it and go reach out to them personally and post about it and all the things. Now, I'm not saying that you're wrong sometimes about posting about things like that, but stop worrying about stuff that we don't have any information about and we can't freaking buy. Quit worrying about that. Worry about the stuff that comes out. Like we have a whole harvest catalog right now. Sell the damn Frankenstein. Okay, good. Thank you. September 12th, day after my birthday. I'm a 9/11 baby, you know, ISIS. It's all the things, whatever. Sell this. This is what we can sell right now. Like this is what we can sell. So stop worrying about things that you cannot sell right now. Okay. And once again, talking about strategy, when we find out on the back end that Ariel products are going to be released, why do you think people were asking who likes Little Mermaid? Why do you think Chasity says that she yells at her kids like Ursula for them to listen? Like that is, it's all strategy. There are very few things that you will ever see me post and lots of other Scentsy leaders post on social media that doesn't have a reason behind it. Okay, there's always a reason behind it. So when talking strategy about LTOs, you start asking questions, you make a list, you get to know who loves Halloween, who loves Hocus Pocus, who loves Harry Potter, all of those different things. But you have got to get back to the bread and butter. This catalog right here is the bread and butter. Okay. Yes, the collections and the scent of the month, they are also great tools that we do need to focus on, but these are while supplies last, right? So at the end of the day, we let our people know, y'all better hop on this because when it's gone, it's gone. But this right here, we can get. There have been very few instances like Stargaze and a lot of things that we all have PTSD from that a lot of y'all haven't been around, weren't around for, which praise his name because we need therapy. But this is what you need to focus on. Okay, so let's get down to how we chase and fire. Okay, what about the let it snow or whatever that snow thing was? It like shut everything down. This was like, I don't even remember, but
yeah, most of these people don't remember. They want to complain about the queue system. Now they don't even know. They don't even know.
What?
It was Tinselgate, remember?
Tinsel was what it was. F Tinselgate.
Yeah.
Never doing it again. Y'all don't even know how much we broke the internet.
Thank goodness for the queue. God bless the queue.
Like, don't y'all complain about that queue because I will cut you because you don't even know what our struggle was. And we were all sharing Wi-Fi. It was not okay. So let's get down to strategy when we're talking about this right here, bread and butter, 6 months. Okay. Everything in this catalog, and some of y'all are going to be like, what in the hell is this blonde girl talking about? Everything in this catalog has 5 different prices. 5. Everything in this catalog has 5 different prices. You can buy everything in this catalog for full price, exactly what it says. You can buy everything in this catalog for 20 to 30% back by joining. You can buy all of the consumable products in this catalog for 10% off year round. You can buy everything in this catalog for half price and free. So everything in this catalog has 5 different price points. 5, okay? Full price, 20 to 30% back, 10% off as long as it's consumable, half price or free. Listen, if you do not ask, the answer is always no. None of y'all are Jesus, so you don't get to decide what's in people's pockets. You don't get to decide what people buy and what they can afford. The only time that you should feel bad for asking someone to buy something is if you know that they cannot afford it. That is the only thing. And I think Orville said that in a general session. That is the only time you should feel bad. But at the end of the day, everybody can get everything in this catalog for free. Everything. Well, I mean, besides the disclaimer, besides the, you know what I'm talking about, license stuff. But I just trained a new team member today, and we were talking about, she's rocking it, side note, and she has like $500 worth of Harry Potter stuff that herself and like her sister and her mom want. And that's how I talked to her. That's how I didn't talk her into it, but that's how I told her. I said, girl, you need to join, because yes, we can put all of this in for you as a party and you're going to get more free and half off. I said, but the only thing that I buy from Scentsy at full price are licensed products. That's it, because I party my way to buy everything else. Chasity does not pay full price for anything else except for licensed products, because I don't have a choice. But I'm getting back 30% of that purchase every single month, because I'm going to hit 2,000 every single month. So that is what y'all need to wrap your mind around. Because if you've tried to sell an air purifier and someone said, oh my God, that's way too much money, girl, you can get it for free. Bye. Get it for free. That's not an acceptable answer. I mean, it is, but it's not. They're wrong. It's not too expensive. They can get it for free. They just have to be committed, and you have to be committed as the consultant to help them see that. Okay. So, that is what I want you guys to realize. There are prices of everything has gone up, right? There are lots and lots of people struggling to make ends meet right now, right? But they don't have to struggle to get their Scentsy. If people are saying that their money is too tight, set them up a personal shopping link. Have a text party. If you've not watched my videos on text parties, do it. If they have not taken a bag to work, do it. It's not that difficult when you, as the consultant, help them get their free and half off. It's scary to take a party. Chastity didn't want a party. Hell no. I don't even like people. I don't even know how I'm successful in this business, because I don't even like people. But you can make it super easy. Think about it. If you go to your bundle and save right now, if someone gets, let's just say they want like a $35 warmer and 3 bars, that's $50. You need 4 people to do that. And then they're at 200. So something that I've done this past season that I've been very, very intentional with is giving my hosts, especially if they're taking a bag party or a text party, being very specific with them for some different bundles that they can offer to their people. How many of you guys, and I want you to actually tell me in the chat, because I'm like testing this all out, how many of you guys would rather buy a pre-packed 6-pack of wax or like a pre-packed bundle at the store? How many of us really need 8 pairs of panties when we go to Aerie or Victoria's Secret? Do we actually need 8 pairs of panties? No, but am I going to buy 8 for $32 because it's on sale? Amen. Right. Mm-hmm. And so giving them that pre-packed thing. Same thing with like something that I do with like my pod parties that I just did. A wall fan and a 3-pack of pods. That's not an actual bundle. It's literally just the regular priced wall fan and the 3-pack of pods from the bundle and save. But you know what you can do? You can pop it on a little Canva thing and send it to your bag party host and tell them the price and say, hey, they get to pick this wall fan and 3 scents of their choice. This is the price. And those people will go, because they're just ready to make it easy. Because I don't know about you, but this can be overwhelming. If I get overwhelmed, Chastity shuts down and isolates. We've learned that. And I do like shopping other direct sales. So like 31 Gifts, for instance, I usually buy bags from them every once in a while. But when it comes to like all the different things and the monograms and the different colors and all the stuff, I'm like, I can't pick, just pick for me. So making it easier and knowing your audience is something that can be a lot easier when it comes to the party thing, because I've heard so many people say they can't get people to host a party or to gather sales. Make it easier. Don't just give them the catalog. Don't just give them the bundle and save. If they want a warmer and bars combo, give them that. If they want the cleaning bundles, give them that. Maybe do like a menu of different, like a mini fan and 3 bars or a regular size warm. It's literally directly from this, guys. Directly from this, but just make it into something cute that you can actually send your people. Once again, I'm not saying just a flyer, but personally giving them something to choose from rather than just giving them all of this, because this is just a lot. And it's our job to bundle things. So something else I saw floating around for end of the month PRV was the fruity bundle, the pumpkin bundle. Like, I can't tell you the amount of pumpkin bundles that I sell when I post those in my Facebook parties. People want the pumpkin bundle or the tree bundle or the apple bundle because it's easy to grab. Okay. Next tip when it comes to having catalog sales all season long, you need to live the Scentsy life, AKA use the product. If you aren't sharing, or if you're not selling any body products, ask yourself, how often are you using the body products and sharing them? And I know that that's something that I need to be intentional with. If you are not using the product, how can you expect other people to want to use it? So, AKA, how you use it daily. I repeat, daily lifestyle posts, AKA daily lifestyle posts, daily. If you are living the Scentsy life, you need to daily, and I'm going to keep bobbing my ponytail, daily post about how you use it. All it takes is 15 seconds to slow down when you spray your bed or you spray your counters. I know life is busy, but this is how we market. This is passive selling. It's not active selling because you're not asking them to buy it right then, but you're showing that you made your bed and sprayed it. Does Chasity need to do better at that? Absolutely. You know who helps her do better at that? Dawn, because Dawn makes her bed. Right? People see that. That was when I've stopped selling as much Scentsy Fresh as I used to because Chasity hasn't been sharing that. So that is something that I need to do. Do I make my bed every day? No. But am I better when I do? Yes. So I need to just get my shit together and do it. Do I change my wax once a week? Yes. Are you posting that you're using, and I've also, cotton cleanups are now called warmer tampons. If you didn't know, now you know. So I use my warmer tampons to clean up my wax, right? And so if you're using warmer tampons to clean out your wax, you need to share that that's what you're using. Okay. So that is what you do. Scentsy Fresh on your bed. If you use the dog spray, you need to be sharing it and spraying it. Guys, it doesn't have to be go to my website and buy it right now. No, share that you're using it because people want to see that you're personally using the products. I have a diffuser in every room of my house. You know what Chasity hasn't shown recently? Any diffusers in my house. Why? Because I got lazy and I got complacent and it's something I do and I just don't slow down to video it, but you need to. And it's not just because of the sale. It's because if you're going to live the Scentsy life, you need to show that that's what you're actually doing and show that you are using the product that you stand behind. Wax change Wednesday, fragrance Friday, wall fan Friday, cleaning your stainless steel with your counter clean. At the end of the day, you may not like this, but at the end of the day, showing your face and being in video is the single most effective way for people to know, like, and trust you. Period. Video and showing your face is what is going to get people to know, like, and trust you. Is it always comfortable? No. Is it always what you want to do? No. Do you have to commit to doing it every single day? I'm not going to say yes, but what I am going to say is you do have to do it consistently. I am the one that will say it is okay to take some days off of social media. It is okay to not show up every single day when you need a mental health break. But if you want to work this like a business, Monday through Friday, show your face, show what you're doing. Or if you're able to work this more on the weekends, and that's when you show what exactly you're doing. But if you're changing your wax, you need to show it. If you're using any Scentsy product, you need to show it, guys. I know it takes a little bit more work, but you've got to do it. Also, stop being a bobbing head. Don't just be a bobbing head. Put text or captions on your video. I think the percentage is like 80 to 88% of people watch video with the sound off. So if you are changing your wax or you're doing anything in your story, even if you're face to camera and there's no text, and my kids are in the car or I'm in the line at the grocery store, I'm not going to be the asshole with my phone up listening to your story. I'm just going to be reading it. So take the time to either put the captions on there or type out some text. Does that mean when you saw me a couple weeks ago talking about my story and it was literally like, I'm not even joking, like 12 to 15 minutes long, does that mean that it took me 30, if not longer minutes to do that story because I had to stop every minute to type on it. Yes, it did take me longer. But you know what also I did? I saved those. So you know what I can do? I can repost them later and pretend it's the same day. And guess what? People aren't going to notice. And if they do, tell them to sit on it and spin. Like, it'll be fine. Like, it's fine. Everything's like, you did that work, save it. And same thing with your stories. I'm sorry if I'm offending any of y'all. It's just who I am as a person. I'm really sorry. Love you. I promise I love Jesus. I just drink beer and cuss. But same thing with your stories when you're sharing stuff like that. Guys, save it. Save the video, repurpose it as a reel, do the work once and repost it later. Okay. Video content is where it's at. All right. Okay. The next thing when it comes to living the Scentsy life and using the product, when you're sampling, sample smart. Okay. I use the sticker sheets for my 10 new releases. And then after that, when it comes to samples, I am using my fragrance grid. If you don't already have one of these printed off by your desk or wherever it is you work, I highly suggest printing one of these off and having it with you, because when it comes to like, so if I'm closing a party at 3 a.m. like I am this morning, and I am looking for some bars or scent circles that I'm going to send for freebies or samples, I pick scents that lots of things come in. Okay, so if I'm going to sample something, for instance, I'm going to try and sample, let's see, some new things in pods. So like Cozy Cardigan comes in almost everything, right? And it's new in the travel twist, which is something that we're marketing, and it comes in a lot of different products. Something like, okay, cashmere and I can't say that word, corduroy was one of our new releases last season. It sold very well, and it's back in a scent pack, a car bar, and a fragrance flower. What I do a lot of is I'll do wax samples in scents that pods also come in, and I'll show you what I actually staple it to if I have one already made. So you can take the wheel, my stuff won't go back in there. So people like to, and you don't, this is just extra. So this is not something you need to have, you feel like you have to do. But what I'll do is I'll make a wax scent, like a felt scent, and I staple it to like a picture of, this is like a 3x3 thing with pods. It has a mini fan, our wall fan, and the Scentsy Go. And so when they smell that scent, they're going to see, okay, I can get this in pods. And there's also a million stickers out there where you can say, get this scent and lots of other different fragrances. So when you're sampling, sample smart. Okay. And yes, I still sample like Fluffy Fleece. I'm sampling that in Washer Whiffs because it's brand new. I'm going to sample Pink Cotton in Scentsy Fresh because it's new. So be smart when you do that. And then same thing with scent circles. I know a lot of people are like, well, I just pick their favorite scent. If you're going to send somebody a scent circle, I don't care which favorite scent is, homie. You can buy that scent circle if that's your favorite scent. You're getting something that I want you to smell, something that I haven't sampled in wax, and something that comes in a lot of different stuff. And I mean, let's be honest, like prickly pear and agave, I can't hardly talk right now, is one of my favorite scents anyway, but there's just something that hit different about that in a scent circle for me. Like I loved it in a scent circle. So choosing those scents strategically. Yeah. And then like, if you're not selling a lot of cleaning products, AKA go start sharing that's how you use them. All right. In the comments, I want you guys to tell me, what are some problems that Scentsy can solve? What's a problem that Scentsy can solve in the comments, in the chat? Any problem that Scentsy can solve. I know one, a stinky mom car, right? A car that smells bad because you left a banana in it for 3 days in the back. Been there, done that. Left, okay, good. So stinky diaper, gym locker, dishes that suck to do, athletic bags, stinky garbage, baseball mom blues. Yes. The diaper pail, pets. Exactly. So all of those different things are, everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem, and Scentsy is the solution. Period. Everybody has a problem, and Scentsy is the solution for whatever problem they have. I truly believe that. And if you don't truly believe that, take a step back, say some prayers, and believe it, because Scentsy is the solution for every problem you can have. The in-laws are coming, speed cleaning. Yeah, my house is not clean, but we're going to pretend. I'm going to put some cocoa lime in my warmers and everything's going to be fine, right? And something that Orville said a couple of reunions ago, I wish that I could remember, but Scentsy makes things that people buy every single day better, period. Mic drop, pound your neck, like praise hands, everything. Scentsy makes products that people use every day better, but we have to help them choose us. Yes, so a customer that buys fragrance flowers. Yeah, absolutely. So find a problem that you have and be the solution. So when you're marketing about your mini fan diffuser in your car, preface that by solving the problem of the mom car, that you eat breakfast on the way to school. And so there's lots of different smells going on, and you've got your mini fan for instant fragrance to solve that problem. You've got a gym bag that you have to carry back and forth. You can drop the scent pack or the travel twist in there, right? So whatever, you have to become a professional problem solver. I truly believe that that is our job, is to become a professional problem solver. Everybody has a problem, and Scentsy is the solution. Some other things, like you want fragrance, but you don't want mess because you have a tiny terrorist for a child, so you can't use plugins when they're like lower to the ground. Wall fan is your answer. Or you have pets that their tails will smack it or whatever. Wall fan is your answer. No plug in the office. Scentsy Go is your answer. Need a last minute gift because you're the mom pulling up stuff and tissue paper in it, ripping, not even taking the price tag off. Gift bundles. Hello. Chastity doesn't have her life together for any of the things that I actually have to go to. But when it comes to teacher gift bundles, when it comes to holiday gift bundles, if you need a gift bundle, your girl is the answer. But if we're going to your birthday party, it's going to be a shit show. I mean, you still are probably going to be getting Scentsy, but I'm not going to have it wrapped up the way that I would for my customers. But gift bundles are the way to solve people's problems. I can't tell you the amount of gift bundles that I sell every holiday season, end of the year season, teacher appreciation, all those different things, because I take the pressure off of them, because you can offer gift wrapping all the time for free. All you have to do is put it in a bag, guys. Print off a tag that Dawn probably has in a Google Drive, or Chastity definitely has in a Google Drive that's public for everybody and their mama to see, for you to print off on your paper. It doesn't even have to be fancy, and tag it. Like, here's one I had left over, literally. And this is like, you don't even have to do all of this. I just put some crinkle paper in it, guys. Save your paper from the Scentsy whip boxes. Or pro tip, learn this. Chastity doesn't have enough brain space to do this, but some people save their like packing paper from Scentsy and shred it, like, because they have a shredder at their house. There you go. Like, that is smart. Like, crinkle paper's expensive. Like, I don't like paying for this stuff. But if you have a shredder, shred your dang packing paper. Did I just change your life, Dawn? Because I see your face.
Why
So shave
have I never done that before.
I just learned this like a couple weeks
like
ago.
The distribution center too.
Huh?
It smells like Scentsy, the paper.
Yeah, like it smells good. Like, so, I mean, say if you have a shredder, shred your paper and like make a big box of it.
That's it.
I might actually get a
and
shredder.
I'm going to send you a
it.
box of it and keep a box for myself.
You know, like, and I'm telling you right now, this crinkle paper is expensive, and I like glitter, so I buy the iridescent kind, and it's not okay with my budget.
It is not cheap.
It's not. So you know what I did do though, because I'm real ratchet, I bought a box of the expensive, and then I bought the white, and then I mixed it together even more. Yeah, and like there was paper everywhere. But
what if I do like glitter confetti?
Yeah, and
then
the paper.
Mix that in with
Yeah.
the paper, and we can have confetti and cheap paper. And
Exactly.
Balances our budget out.
So I know that this paper is expensive. I'm not telling you to go buy it, because I didn't buy it for a very long time. Okay. And this is literally printed at home. It's in my Google Drive, I'm sure. And if it's not, I can put it there. cut it out, printed. Like all this is it was a room spray, but somebody wanted Johnny Appleseed room spray, so I'd undo it. It's fine. Everything's fine. My life's a shit show. But literally, like gift bundles, okay? Closing gifts. Make one. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I don't have anybody to I don't know what printer mine is, but HP Instant Ink, game changer. That's all I use is HP Instant Ink. I used to go through 7,000 ink cartridges in a month because I was a teacher too. So I printed everything from home and in color. And then I found Instant Ink and it's literally like a game changer. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Closing gifts. If you're like, well, how do I even market a closing gift if I don't have one myself? No shame in your game. Order that new plugin that's like Bless This Home or whatever, and a bar of Welcome Home wax. Okay. Unbox it, pack it up in a little gift bundle, take a bunch of pictures of it, put that shit back in the box, and be able to sell it. Like, even if somebody doesn't want the realtor bundle, maybe somebody wants the Bless This Home bundle for someone else. Like I use the website YouMeWho for my on-hand stuff. Obviously you can't post it publicly, but there is absolutely no shame in your game in doing stuff like that. And you use your free or half off to do that. Okay. Especially because I know what it's like sometimes, like these cleaning buckets that a lot of people were doing. I didn't want to post one that had a bunch of stuff in it that I knew I wasn't going to put in it. So make one yourself, put it back, like use free and half off, put it in your stock and give it away or sell it to people, whatever you got to do, but you don't have to leave it bundled up. Okay. Make people's problems your problems by solving them. Boo buckets. This is like a thing in my neighborhood. People get booed. Be the boo bucket queen. Last year I bought a bunch of Halloween buckets for like 20 cents and they sat in my garage. I actually got my label maker out and I have like buckets. I have themed things. So work smarter, not harder. If you're going to continue to do this business, you can buy things when they're super cheap and just make sure you label them to where you can see them when it comes back around. Don't spend a lot of money solving people's problems, but know that if you have the market to do things like that, a lot of people are going to say, yes, can I get a $15 boo bucket from you that's already wrapped and done and not have to worry about it. Okay. Next point. Provide value and educate your following. Please don't judge me. I ordered a product training guide when I was supposed to, when the new catalog came out and they weren't available. So Chasity has printed hers because I still forgot to order it. Okay. Don't judge me, but this is your Scentsy Bible. Okay. Everybody listen. The product training guide is your Scentsy Bible. I don't care if you are a brand new consultant or you are a superstar director. Every single time the catalog changes, you order the product training guide, hands down, period. No hands, like all hands on deck or you print it out. Okay. It's $2. Like, come on. This is, oh, why are you always so smart? So Dawn says she puts it in her Kindle so that she always have it no matter where she's at. Duh. I'm not that smart. I don't like a Kindle because I like to actually have my book. But anyway, it's in my Google Drive. So I technically have it wherever I'm at because it's on my phone. But this is your Bible. I have this printed right here on my desk. It's always there. And I want to tell you why. If I'm doing a wax and warmer post, or I'm doing a reel, or I'm doing whatever, do you want to know where I get my info? The product training guide. Okay. If I want to talk about our wax, do you think I really remember all the different things? No, I do not remember all of the different things. I could not tell you what my kid wore to school today. So no, I cannot tell you about all the different wax and warmer facts, but you know what can? This right here. Okay. So if I'm doing a reel or so for instance, Chasity did a reel, and I talk in third person sometimes. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I did a reel about the travel twists. Yes, I got one at reunion. Yes, I've seen a bunch of people use them, but when I went to go do my reel and do my videos, I had this right here in front of me. So when I shared about it, this is how I even got my verbiage of how to say, because it's no leaks, no drips, no mess, lasts for 30 days. And then on the inside, it's felt. So that's how I learned. Well, I already knew that, but I used this as my verbiage, right? Does that mean just copy and paste the product training guide? No, but it's going to give you a great starting point and a way to know that you're not going to get in trouble by the compliance police because it's right here. because if you're saying something like Just Breathe is going to help you with congestion, you're going to get in trouble. But use this right here. Okay. Use your consultant hand guide, use your catalog, and then the FAQs in your marketing tab have been updated a lot here recently, and they are thebomb.com. So that is how you're going to provide value and educate your customers, because guys, we're getting it. Sometimes people are real crunchy and they only want like all natural products, or they are very funny about synthetics or whatever. This is how you're going to find your information. And educating your customers is your job, right? When you're doing social media posts, when you're reaching out to people, it is your job as a consultant to educate them. But listen to Chastity. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. It's okay to say, I don't know, let me go find out. Okay, that's okay. I'm giving you permission to that. But let me tell you this also. Everything that you want to know about your business, about Scentsy, about anything else is on the internet. It's on the internet, on YouTube, in your workstation, or somewhere else. Go find it. Okay. But don't make something up either, because it is important to educate your customers correctly. So educate them and provide value. When I say provide value, what is going to make someone want to come to you? Are you the product expert when it comes to all things Scentsy? How are you going to make yourself the expert? You're going to make yourself the expert by teaching them, by getting to know them, by building a relationship with them. Last two things I want to talk to you guys about using the rest of this. And like I said, this is all about doing sales and using the catalog. Categorize your customers. Okay. Categorizing your customers. There are some people who will never buy wax. They just won't. And that's okay. Like, some people are candle lovers. They're wrong. They're going to burn their house down. I hope they don't. But that's just, some people are never going to buy wax. So if you put yourself in a box and that's all your marketing, you're missing the mark on all of the rest of the people of the world. Okay. I want you to think about our fans and our pods. Guys, these are a complete game changer. A complete and utter game changer. We are the only place that they can get refills from. So everybody and their mama should be selling the hell out of some pods and fans, because once they get their hands on it and once they try it, they're gonna love it, because we have bomb products. We really do. And nobody can compare to what a wall fan can do if they don't want the mess and they don't want wax and they just want, like, it's just fragrance, right? Sometimes you may have to do a bag party with just like the fans and the pods party, get them to try it. Okay. And then the next thing, and this, I honestly think that this is one of the most important tips when it comes to using the catalog for the entire 6 months and having great sales, is customer follow-up. Period. 70% of customers never reorder because of lack of follow-up. Lack of follow-up. Do we get upset if the waitress asks us if we want dessert or a to-go drink? No, that's their job. They are serving you. You as the consultant, it is your job to follow up with them. It is our job to ask them if they've opened their wax and warmers. Have they actually set up their warmer? Did they like the scents that they got? Guys, I had a customer, she's a newer customer, and she ordered a ton of stuff. And I followed up with her, and she had like 6, she ordered literally like 20 bars. And she had 6 bars that she really didn't like. If I had not have asked her if she liked all the scents that she ordered, because I specifically said, did you like the wax bars that you ordered? Because she has literally never ordered from me before. And she was like, there was about 6 I didn't like. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix that for you. We're going to solve our problem, right? But if I had never asked that, she literally was like, me and my husband just put them in a drawer and we weren't going to use them. No. Like, for me, what I do, she's local to me. So I'm going to let her choose some of the stuff I have on hand, and I'm going to switch it out for her, because that's what good customer service is. But if I had never asked, she would have honestly, that could put a bad taste in your mouth. If you order 20 scents and 6 of them you don't like, because I don't know about y'all, but I've ordered a bar that I thought I was really going to like and didn't like it, right? You don't have to do that for everybody, but it is your job to follow up with them. It is also our job to ask them if they need bulbs. It's our job to ask them if they need counter clean. You can increase your PRV by 10% just by offering an upsell. Think about that. You can increase your PRV by 10% just by offering an upsell. $5 more is a big percentage uptake if you're talking about somebody that's just buying bars, right? A $10 counter clean is a big upsell. So focusing on upselling also when it comes to customer follow-up. It's also our job when following up to make sure that they know that they can get all of these consumable products easier and on sale through Scentsy Club. I know a lot of people shy away from Scentsy Club when it's not like an LTO scent, or they don't really talk about it until it's like the end of a catalog season. I want you to know that you're doing yourself a disservice. And I know that we all like to party and we want to get our stuff free and half off, but at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about customer satisfaction and about getting our customer the best deal. So I talk about Scentsy Club all year round because 10% off is a big deal for someone who's having to pick and choose what they can buy, right? So if they're spending $30, 10% is a big deal. And this is also, I had this in my notes. I like keep notes in my phone from like different reunions from like things that people say. Let me find it. And it was about follow-up. So this is old. I do not know which reunion this was from, but 400 million PRV each year was from following up. 400 million. And that's old. So there's got to be more than that. Orville also told us that it's 7 times easier for someone to rebuy from you than it is to get a new customer. So you can, by following up, you are going to continue to get sales. And those people that continue to buy from you, ask them for referrals, and they're going to be the best people to refer you. And then Scentsy Club can change one-time buyers into long-term buyers. Recurring sales from subscribers is the best because the amount of effort that goes into that is so low. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I know I didn't talk a whole lot about specific catalog products, but I want you guys to know that, and this is something that you can also do if you feel like you have a hard time talking about all of the different products, like as the bread and butter of your business. There's a table of contents right here. Use this table of contents to map out your month, map out how you're going to share the buddy clips, because I know those aren't shared a whole lot. Map out how you're going to share fans and pods. Map out how you're going to share the wax and warmers. When it comes to those things, real life photos. Every time you get a Scentsy box, unbox it. Be on your story, open those warmers, share how you have styled your warmers. And then you can also share. So something that I'll do is I shared my Ocean Ombre, but then I also shared some other ways that other people had styled it real life, right? You don't have to buy every single thing in the catalog. No one expects you to do that. But pro tip, stop posting flyers and get on Facebook and Instagram and type in specific warmers. If there's a specific warmer that your customer wants to look at or they're trying to decide between, please don't send them just the catalog, the picture of your website, the screenshot of how to buy it. Facebook and Instagram are great. They are such a valuable tool for finding real life photos. There's very rarely a time where you're going to type something like that in and not be able to find a styled photo. Okay. Yeah, y'all feel free. You can ask me questions, anything that you want to know. Feel free. If nobody has any questions on that, I have a few last minute notes, and I want you guys to know this. You do not have to be perfect to be powerful. You need to know that. You do not have to be perfect to be powerful. Chastity is the farthest thing in the world from perfect. And I try my hardest to be very authentic on Facebook and show people that my life is a shit show. So I want you guys to know that it's okay, and that people don't want perfect. People want real. So share those experiences in your everyday life. I can honestly say that the number one reason that I am successful in this business is because I believe in the products. I believe in our company and our CEOs and all the people that work for Scentsy. And I just absolutely am in love with smell goods. And I truly believe that our products are the best. I will cut you if you come at me with a candle. I will not be happy if you tell me to go to Bath and Body Works or whatever. And I believe that with every fiber in my being. And if you don't believe that, I want you to ask yourself why you don't believe it. Is it because you haven't dug enough into the company? Because if you've never been to an in-person event, it's very, very, very difficult to get the feel of what Scentsy is. I'm just going to be honest with you, and I'm going to put my plug in right here. North Carolina, PD Pablo, take your shirt off, twist your head, rolling around like a helicopter right now. Charlotte is Reunion in North Carolina. And if you are not planning on going, you're wrong. You need to start today and start saving. And I've got full body chills because I'm going to tell you right now, and I hate to even get emotional, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I had not been to a Scentsy reunion. And I know this is not even about a reunion. It's about our culture and about what our company stands for. And I truly believe in it. I wear this shirt that says you can totally sit with us because I truly mean it. I truly mean it. And I truly believe that about our company and about our products. And so if you don't believe that, I encourage you to dive deep into all of that. And if you don't know what I mean by dive deep, or you're like, I don't really know where to look to hear about the culture, I can promise you can reach out to Dawn or to me, and we can send you some keynote speeches and we can give you a little bit, but until you go, you're not going to understand. And I just need you to know that. Okay. So I just need you to know that's why this is Scentsy. This is Scentsy. This is Scentsy. And for those of you that don't know me, Dawn and I aren't in any type of lineage for each other. Dawn's my friend. She asked me to do a training for her, and I said, hell yeah, absolutely. And that's what Scentsy's all about. And if you feel like you don't have that yet, you will. Keep praying for it, keep striving for it, get uncomfortable. If you listen to this training and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many things that I want to implement, or so many things that I don't share, or all of that, it's okay. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Tomorrow's a brand new day. You get to wake up tomorrow and you get to decide to work your business differently. You get to decide to be strategic about what it is that you share. You get to decide to, and something else I didn't say is you need to be sniffing the bars, and telling your personal opinion. I went on my story and told everybody that Gimme Candy smells like buttery nipples. And a lot of people get very offended when people say nipples. Well, I said nipples 17 times on my story, okay? Because it smells like buttery nipples and it's my favorite shot. So if you ever see me, you buy me a buttery nipple shot, we'll be BFFs forever. Unless my husband
does smell like that though. When you said it, I was like, that's what it is.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
See? And I'm like, that's what it smells like. If my husband's cut me off, we'll go to the bathroom and take it anyway. It'll be fine. But you have to be honest. You don't have to love everything. It's okay. I don't like coconut. Stop giving me coconut smells. I don't like it. And one time I was smelling a tester and I said that it smelled like Fireball. So now every single red bar, Marley, my 3-year-old at the time, said smelled like Fireball. She goes to a private Christian school and she was like, this smells like Fireball. And I'm like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Be honest, guys. That's why, and I just don't care what people think anymore. And Scentsy gave that to me. I was not this person before. Scentsy gave me that confidence. Scentsy made me a better person. And I promise this is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to end it for tonight. The only difference between you, because every single one of you that are on this call right now, you showed up, you decided to spend tonight on this training and listen to me rant and rave. The only difference between you and someone who's making a $10,000 a month paycheck is the amount of times that they were told no and they kept going. There is room for every single one of y'all at the top. Everyone. The limit does not exist. Yes, I'm doing a mean girl quote, but we actually, we're nice girls around here. The limit does not exist. The only limit is the one that you set on yourself. That's it. That is the only limit. And the only difference between you and me and anybody else is the amount of times that we're told no and that we keep going. All right. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you don't follow me on social media, you can. I might offend people, but I just keep it real. But I love y'all. Dawn, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming on. I love you.
Anybody else have anything? If not, I'm going to go take a nap before this 3 a.m. release. But yeah, love y'all. Mean it.
All right, guys.